Okay, we are back. Today we have been testing gaming on the Mac Studio with the M3 Ultra. And earlier today I did a bunch of game testing and we were interrupted a bit because I had to do some errands, but we are back now. So this is your opportunity. If you're watching right now and you want to change the course of the video that I'm going to be making and the stream itself, and you want to suggest a game, then all you've got to do is super chat $5 or above, and I'll add it to the list. So the list is in teeny tiny writing on the bottom of the bottom left hand side. You can see these little columns. It's so tiny because there are lots and lots of requests. So I've done 4 of them already. We've already covered Final Fantasy XIV, War Thunder, Resident Evil 2 Remake, and Hogwarts Legacy. We've tested out those 4 games on the Mac Studio with the M3 Ultra, and I've got 4 more that I'm going to cover right now. So I've got X-Plane 12, Guild Wars 2, Metro Exodus, and City Skylines 2. So a bunch of games that we're going to be testing out today. So if you are interested in contributing, then we are going to be doing some of that today. So first up is X-Plane 12. So I don't really know how to play X-Plane 12 at all. But be interesting to see if people seem to request this game a lot because we don't have a Microsoft Flight Simulator game. We've missed out on 2020 and 2024. We have no compatibility available for that particular game on the Apple Silicon Mac, even though it's perfectly capable of running that game. We just Microsoft games are kind of tough to translate. So that's what we're going to be looking at now. And there's a bunch of other things that we want to test too. I guess, yeah, I did a bit of Cyberpunk testing as well. I'd like to do a bit more. So I'm just going to check the settings of this game because I'm not very familiar with it. Let's see, we are running at 4K and it's at maximum texture quality. So I'm guessing that's quite a big deal. These are all like default settings at the moment. I don't really know if this is... Oh, the axes must be calibrated, eh? Why can my dual sense controller does not seem to be detected? I'm not going to use my dual sense, just use the mouse anyway. So we have various settings here. Let's press done, and then let's resume last flight. Let's just see. It wants to do this, but it's not. It's not detecting any other axes. So in that case, it's not seeing any of this. It's detecting it as an Xbox controller, which is interesting. So that does work. Okay, let's resume last flight, and then we'll play a bit. Okay, this is part 2 of the stream. I was always intending this to be like a 6-hour plus kind of stream, so I only did like 3 hours, which is not enough to make the content that I want for an actual video. Okay, so I think my controller is working. Okay, I can look around. This is cool. You need to calibrate the controller first. Okay, so my DualSense is connected up. With the zooming in, zooming out. What controller would you recommend with motion control? Okay. But I don't see what I'm looking at. I'm just looking at the side of a plane window at the moment. Wait a sec. What am I doing? I have no idea what I'm doing here. I can change my view. What? Flight. Okay, the map is not helpful to me at all. I want to look at... I want to change my view to my front. Okay, here we are. Since there might be a lot of crossover users here, is there any way to capture AVG 1% lows. Yeah, there is an application which not changing the flaps or something, and I did move a bit. How on earth did that happen? Maybe I should do some kind of tutorial. Okay. Yeah, there is an app which does which basically reads the metal HUD in a game and then produces a graph, but I'm not using that at the moment. I don't remember what it's called. Okay, this is the part where I really embarrass myself because I have no idea what I'm doing with my controller, because I had it moving a little bit. I had it moving like a tiny bit. Oh yeah, I had it paused, that's why. Okay, so before we get started, we want to be uncapped from our frame rate here, because we are graphics settings seem to be capped at 60 frames per second. So it all seems to be going at 60 hertz, but we could have custom. We seem to be capped at 60. If there's a way of increasing the frame rate, we've got a tab here, which is the toggle box for VSync, so I can turn that off, but we're still capped at 60. Everyone knows how to uncap the frame rate. We seem to be basically maxed out at 60 FPS. Okay, let's do this. There's no way to uncap the FPS on Mac. That's a shame. Okay, so the right stick seems to be controlling the rudder. Oh, okay, this is the plane. Am I taking off now? We go up. This is, kids, this is not the right way to lift off. So the right stick controls that, and then the, oh, okay. Ooh, we're going flying. Sort of. How do I increase my speed? Oof, that's a crash landing. I think my propeller stopped. Okay, that was embarrassing. Not load a flight. Let's go to the main menu and then start again. New flight. Let's do a proper. Let's do one of these guys. You need to find which button is bound to thrust. Good point. Okay, Shift 9 to go there. Okay, this is Mike. And then thrust. Okay, so let's see how. So we're on one of these jetliners, and then let's just go to the config settings. So it's all in teeny tiny writing. Let me figure out where thrust is. You can let the game AI control the plane. Can't remember the top menu where it is. Okay, let's see. Fly, AI flies your aircraft. Okay, there we are. I think that's it.
Salzburg Maximum Tower, Delta Kilo, November Heavy. Request IFR clearance to Ingolstadt Mansion.
So AI flies the aircraft, and then something's happening here. Can't actually see because 4K is too much.
Cleared IFR2 Ingolstadt Mansion routing direct. Climb via Tango India 3 Bravo 2 1 0
Okay, so
walk 4306 Delta Kilo November heavy.
Delta Kilo
November heavy. Read but correct. Delta Kilo November heavy. Information India current.
So
runway
isn't
15 taxi via runway 33.
Information India runway 15 taxi via runway 33 Delta Kilo November.
so
heavy.
is my plane flying now? I'm just sure a plane can't just 3-point turn like this, right? Not in reality. Okay, this is a proper demo now. It's going at like full speed. Behind it, I think it's because it's doing this this effect, this like engine effect. So that's like to make the frame rate turn down a bit. But we'll have to see some Source 1 games, yeah. When we're behind it with this kind of blur effect. This does look beautiful, of course. Okay, here we go, here we go. The views are great. Andrew, what can I do if I have input lag in crossover? Input lag is mostly caused by frame rate being low. X-Plane 12 is heavy on performance. So getting 50 frames per second is pretty good, right? I don't know what Is Helldivers 2 playable on crossover 25? No, not because of Anti-Cheat, I'm afraid. So Anti-Cheat games aren't really available to play. Okay, so this is looking pretty stunning. Able to run at 4K at basically default settings with like maximum texture settings. That's pretty good. I have problems with F122 with Xbox Series controller Bluetooth. Could you please press Control-Shift-F to display the in-game FPS counter? Control-Shift-F. Okay, it's there, and when I make my video, I'll show this one off. You can't really see it because of reasons. You're taking off from a place where performance isn't that heavy. If you try New York or London or LA and other major cities, the FPS will see a drop. Okay, let's try that one. So my flight, I will do main menu. Let's have a new flight. And then we can choose a city. So let's do something, let's do London, because that's where I am. Okay, let's do London City Airport. So that looks interesting. We'll do an AI flight here too. I have to download a missing water pack or something. Let's try Heathrow. Okay. I need to download some like DLC for the Let's do New York. Okay. Can we do JFK? Is this going to give me the same error? You don't have any scenery downloaded. Let me download scenery. You don't have the scenery downloaded. Okay, sure. I think I might skip that because I don't want to spend too long on this. But we'll pick a flight in a different area now. Like a flight lesson. Pick something a bit more picturesque. You need to download the scenery, it's free. Download it directly from the installer. What installer? So like here, do you go to workshop or something?
Let's do a touch and
You know what?
go.
I'm okay.
A touch and go is a landing followed by full power to get right back up in the air again. We'll do a touch and go and then
Salzburg
a
Maximum
full
Tower.
stop.
0 Charlie Romeo. Request IFR clearance to Innsbruck,
We're
Greenwood.
gonna feel a little heavier.
0 Charlie Romeo. Clear
All right,
to
let's go.
Innsbruck, Craven. Route 6
Brakes off.
direct.
Full power.
Maintain 10,000. Squawk 4306.
Cleared IFR to Innsbruck, Greenwood, route direct. Maintain 10,000.
Try and put
Squawk
the
4306.
headphones on to actually listen to this.
0 Charlie
Brakes
Romeo.
off. Full power.
0 Charlie Romeo. Read back correct. 0 Charlie Romeo. Information.
Oh yeah, I'm on the
here.
Steam version. Is that the wrong version?
15. Taxi via runway 33.
All right, let's go.
Information
One notch
India.
flaps.
Runway
Brakes off.
15.
Full power.
Taxi via runway 33. 0 Charlie Romeo.
All right, let's go. One notch of flaps. Brakes off. Full power. At around 60 knots, start raising that nose up 10 degrees. I want 78 knots. Best angle of climb to get us clear of trees and stuff like that. I want 78 knots. Best angle.
I mean, as far as I can tell, it's handling. It's mostly this like this effect that happens behind the engines, right? This kind of heat effect, which is causing like some kind of frame rate drops. So it's actually pretty close to 60, I think.
Right heading 235.
Turn right at 235.
It's only when that effect
0 Charlie
gets into
Romeo.
place.
0 Charlie Romeo. Contact Vienna Control. 118.560. Goodbye.
Contact Vienna Control. 118.560. 0 Charlie Romeo. Goodbye. Vienna Control. November 550 Charlie Romeo. Altitude 2,200.
Can't really compare them, yeah. I mean, I don't really know what the equivalent RTX graphics card is.
QNH 1013. November 550 Charlie Romeo.
Run crosswind. I want heading 060, 2,400 feet, and 40% power.
I'm just checking something with the audio.
Run crosswind.
I'm interested. Why did you pick iOS, and where do you see the Mac, or rather Apple gaming, in the next 5 years? I didn't pick iOS. This is macOS, so that's a different beast. And I'm just fascinated for this as a subject. It's very interesting to me. The idea of running games and applications that have no business running on a semi-closed platform like macOS with this new Apple Silicon hardware, and how there are millions of Apple Silicon Macs that exist in the wild, but aren't being used to game, even though the new chips that have been developed are actually very capable of gaming, as you can see here. It's just a case of software support, which is sorely lacking. What is
November
max settings?
550 Charlie Romeo.
If I go to the config menu here, and then go to graphics. So right now texture quality is at maximum. So if I put this, if I just put everything to the right, including anti-aliasing, cloud quality, shadow quality, let's see. If I put everything on maximum, and press done, it's gonna reload. Tend to generalize all Apple software as iOS. Why did you base yourself on Apple? I'm generally just curious. I'm not really and as much as I based my current career on Apple gaming, I'm not really an Apple gamer. I'm not an Apple diehard. Right. So what I mean by that is that I have plenty of Windows game consoles. I've got Windows gaming PCs. I've got a Steam Deck. You know, Apple is just one of many things which I use.
Resume on navigation.
So this is
0
basically on
Charlie
maximum
Romeo.
settings. Kind of quite choppy at 20 frames per second. So you could probably go a little bit halfway on this. Don't necessarily need to crank up the detail this high. I think it's the clouds and stuff which are
Run crosswind.
fancy
I
clouds.
want heading 060, 2,400 feet, and 40% power.
Equivalent of about 20 frames per second. That's from the control tower. I mean, seriously, if every developer developed games for Windows and Mac, I bet every native game for Mac would run better than they do on Windows. I mean, it would run better. I mean, the main advantage of Apple Silicon right now is the thermal performance, not thermal performance, the power efficiency. So, you know, running on a battery and playing these games at high speed is way more viable on the Apple laptops than it is on like a portable Windows laptop, which has these giant bricks and it's heavy and made of plastic and kind of crap. But the Apple laptops are sleek and, you know, aluminium and you know, you can unplug your MagSafe charger and it will perform exactly the same. So this game, if it was on a laptop, it would perform even better. Or not. Okay, so maximum settings is kind of a bit running okay. Okay, good. So I'm going to quit out of this because I've done enough testing on this. But it's very interesting to see that X-Plane is running on the Mac. Okay, so we've done X-Plane 12. Let's do Metro. Okay, because I want to do some comparisons between Metro and Exodus and Metro on Metro Enhanced Edition, which can only run through Windows. So we'll just play a little bit of this. See how this goes. Yeah, I've done my X-Plane 12. I know PC is the way to go for gaming, but is the base M4 Max enough to play on the side? Would not like to spend extra money on a gaming machine. I just don't really like to play. Yeah, I think for casual gaming, I think it's probably enough. I certainly think it is. I'll suggest upping the core count if you don't need to upgrade anything else. Okay, this one is a 4K Ultra.
When it has been years since anyone's heard anything but static and white noise on the radio, who could still believe we are not alone on this earth? My wife, my comrades from the Order, my friends, people from my station. Nobody believes me. They are sure that there's nothing on the radio. Sure that save for us who hid in Moscow Metro, there were no survivors of the last war.
Now, I was running
We are
X-Plane
alone on this-
natively, so this is the Mac version of Metro that I'm running now through Steam. I'm having trouble doing the monitoring for my headphones. I'm sure what's going wrong. But you guys can hear the audio okay through the of the game audio. Let me know if it's too loud, because I can't hear it properly through my monitoring. There's none of the Apple Silicon Macs support eGPUs, I'm afraid. Audio is good. Okay, let me know if the audio gets worse, or I mean. Okay, let's do it up to here. Graphic the controls a little bit, because my mouse is a bit more sensitive. Yeah, game could be a bit louder. I'll just turn it up a little bit. Oh, too sensitive. Actually, I might play as the controller, because it makes for slightly smoother kind of gameplay for footage. Dark. Can't see shit. Yeah, so this is 4K on the native version of Metro Exodus. you, dude. Depends what screen you mean, because this is like 100 plus FPS. So I mean, I think what's disappointing about this game, of course, is the fact that we don't have the enhanced edition, which is like a shame. Which has all of the advanced ray tracing features. Some audio, so what I could do is I might split the audio using headphones. Let's see.
It's nighttime at the station. Don't worry. I told you. I got it. Open up. Go. Looks like Artyom's been on another one of his mad trips up top. He got way too many explosions at D6. Where to now? Left across the square. Hey, Damir, do you think the Colonel knows what Artyom been up to here? How am I supposed to know? Ask him yourself. He radioed from the ring, said he'd be here tomorrow. Hey, you! Leave him alone! I killed him myself with my slingshot. Let him learn to stand up for himself. How else can he hope to survive in the metro? Rise and shine, people! Hang in there, Artyom. You gonna get a fresh dose of Spartan blood now?
Getting an audio cable so I can actually listen to this.
Artyom, are you awake? It's okay. The doctor said you'll be fine. Are you trying to kill me with worry?
So what's cool is that you can
What if next time you don't
using my
return from
wired
the surface?
headphones go directly
no
into
one
the
out-
game. So what we can do is like get it to output into 2 devices, so I can serve the stream too. So what you do is you configure a multi-output device, and then get them to go both to the external headphones at once, and then I'll change the audio output to the multi-device. And then the yeah, that's better. I can actually hear what's going on
There,
now.
Artyom. No one to find, no one to talk to. If there was, don't you think they'd be here already? We've talked about this again and again.
I played the
You
enhanced
have to
version on PC.
accept
Well, it looks
it.
great. It's not that much of a difference, of
There's
course.
only
PC
us.
can run the enhanced version It will cost a lot less than an M3 Ultra. Well, you can run the enhanced edition through crossover.
Stubborn fool. How many times are we going to have this conversation? I don't care if you kill yourself over this silly dream of yours.
Let me just fix this. Okay, this is way too loud for me. Because if I change it, I can change the volume by going into the headphones, turning it down, and back to multi-output device.
But
That's
don't
better.
you see what you're doing to my daughter? Your wife?
Dad, please.
The Order is short on men after the battle for D6, but you leave. People need you, and you pursue your selfish obsession. But now this shit has to stop. There's only Metro, nothing else. And the Order is here to defend it. Because if not us, then who? You look fine to me. So, get ready to go. Then, we'll discuss your transfer to Polis. Come, we need to talk.
So this is macOS Metro,
Artyom,
and
please. Promise me this was the last time.
what I'm going to do is basically load up the ray trace version through the enhanced edition. So what we'll do is we'll pull up the crossover, and then we'll run the ray trace version instead. The volume is too low. Okay, I'll turn it up. So course through crossover, we can run Retro Exodus, and this is the enhanced edition now. And I mean, I always think that I do genuinely think that ray tracing is a gimmick, right? But I'm happy to test it out, give it a go. So this is running at 4K, and we're going to have the Ultra preset as well. So you're trying to run. So are you trying to run Dragon's Dogma 2 on an M3? Are you using Crossover 25? Okay, options. Let's do. Yeah, so this is the Ultra preset. So I don't actually know if this is the same, but we also have ray tracing on Ultra. Let's see if this is similar. Let's do this again.
When it has been years since anyone's heard anything but static and white noise on the radio.
Honestly, ray tracing is not important. Look at games with baked lighting like Mirror's Edge. Super old, still looks amazing.
My friends,
not with WI5. Okay.
Nobody believes me. Sure that
so this is the game running through translation with ray tracing turned on to Ultra. Still looks gorgeous. It performs amazingly. This is with D3D12, so I can't. I should really show the entire D3D window here because. Bit of stuttering here and there, but otherwise not too bad. Dragon's Dogma 2 should work. Because I've tested it before on Crossover 24. Thanks for running all these tests and actually reviewing that unit, by the way. Appreciate it. You're welcome, BB Blacksmith. It's a lot of fun. I like doing this. I like being like the only one in the world who's gonna actually compare Metro macOS with Metro Enhanced Edition, you know? Like honestly, who's gonna do this? Who's gonna spend the time to like get this done? I mean, that lighting does look better, to be honest. The lighting in this game does good. Yeah, Mr. McWright, when he can be bothered to look at crossover games, I think is... Let's just turn down the ray tracing a little bit, because we're getting... We put this onto normal, then I think we might have better luck at getting playable frame rates. Yeah, there we are. So this looks better. I think it does look better. I mean, you can't really compare them side by side because one is with ray tracing on and off. Like if I turned ray tracing off entirely, right? You can't even turn it off here. Yeah, you can't even turn it off. It's like if you got the Mac version and turned ray tracing on, it would also tank in frame rate. Have you played The Last of Us and CS2 on Mac before? Yes, I played CS2 on Mac in a couple of videos ago. Last of Us, I'm going to do today, I think. It's very playable through crossover, this game. Even with ray tracing baked in. Turned on, you can't be turned off. This is our Metro Exodus Enhanced Edition running through crossover. Got my controller. So here we're using D3D Metal. It's a DirectX 12 game, so this is the only way it's going to work. Also, how do you not fall down while gaming? I mean, there's been a couple of close calls. Like just now I was doing this audio thing. I did almost fall over. Why is the Shadows always going delayed? All of these Mac mods are going delayed. Control, Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Hold on, we're coming! Keep us covered! Hold on! We'll get you out.
Yeah, ray tracing, not bad.
It's Artyom!
This is really taking advantage of the hardware. I mean, we're running through translation with ray tracing turned on.
Come on, Artyom, stay with us.
Artyom. Okay, so while we're in Windows mode, what we'll do is we'll run the other Windows game, which is Guild Wars 2, as well. So I've done Explain, and I've done Metro Exodus. So just save the list. So there's a list on the bottom left-hand side of the screen. Yeah, Marcos, this is like an atmospheric single-player campaign shooter. Hopefully next Apple CEO focuses a bit on gaming aspect of the brand. Hopefully.
How am I supposed to know? Ask him yourself.
Do you have any temperature monitoring installed right now? Yeah, I do have temperature monitoring. Let me see, stats. Where are my stats? You can't see very much because it's basically saying we're at 60 degrees right now, 58 degrees.
Hey, you! Leave him alone! I killed him myself. Let him learn
One of
to
the better
stand up
games
for
of the last few
himself.
years. Do you think the Studio M4 Max Space model is a decent gaming machine? Yes, definitely.
Hang in there,
I mean,
Artyom.
maybe more of a 1440p type of machine rather than a 4K machine. But yeah, I think 1440p is also a very acceptable frame rate. Resolution, especially when you use upscaling. So if we, this is not an upscaled 4K game, so it's really like testing the graphics of this machine like quite a lot. When will Apple hire you to be the gaming department director?
It's okay.
I'm
The
afraid
doctor said you'll be fine.
I'm going to make a video
Are you
at some
trying
point
to
which
kill
is
me
going to
with
be
worry?
about what I would
What
do
if
if
next
I was
time
the
you don't
CEO of
return from the
Apple to
surface?
fix the whole Mac gaming situation, because
There's
it's
no
pretty
one
straightforward.
out there, Artyom.
Pretty
No
straightforward.
one to find, no one to talk to. If there was, don't you think they'd be here already?
Okay, good. So that's Metro Exodus. Enhanced. Okay, so let's do Guild Wars 2. Let's just try and put this in a bit more of a friendly resolution because I can't see shit. Because normally, like, a game should be able to tell that it's being, this is like a retina resolution, right? It should be able to tell that, and then launch appropriately. But sometimes, like with the Metro games, none of them would work. Would play at 4K full screen, even though this is it's only like a 1080p screen in the sense that it's 1080 but scaled, so it's like quads, kind of like 4x scaling, if you know what I mean. Second time you've hit Andrew curse. I can curse. I'm allowed to curse as long as like it's not right at the beginning of the video. Then it's okay. Okay, so okay. Okay, it won't let me select a 4K resolution without me actually saying it's the 4K, which is a pain in the butt. Let's do a 60 hertz 4K. Andrew, I saw the Eternium part. I was surprised to see Marmalade's non-fatal errors pop up. Thank you so much for testing. Thank you for super chatting me at the time. I'm sorry that BlueStacks Air couldn't actually run it for some reason. It's a weird one. I was busy watching on M4 Max Studio mod. VOD. This is the M3 Ultra, not M4 Max. So yeah, the BlueStacks one I did what 2 days ago. Okay, things test DD2 because I see it on crossover. What's DD2? Okay, thankfully we've got a slightly larger interface scale. Let's do best appearance. So that's high. So on high preset, we're only getting 70 FPS at this menu. Okay, so I've got my level 1 dude. Let's play. Oh, Dragon Dogma was 2, okay. Man, I'm buying a new MacBook to replace my M1 Air for Diablo 2. How noisy is the M4 Max versus the M4 Pro and the Mini? Neither of them are particularly loud, and if you're worried about Diablo 2, then you can just cap your frame rate to 60 FPS and it'll be fine. Okay, this is Guild Wars 2 at highest graphic settings at 4K. Like, I'm not really sure why you'd want to run this game at 4K necessarily. Yeah, I can imagine playing the original Unreal Tournament. I used to play that at school, remember, back in the day. And then I played quite a lot at university. I played quite a lot of Unreal 2K03 and 04. Is that right?
Spoiling the lake. Hey, go find us some assistance. You two, follow me.
Which ones are you using? I'm using an MSI monitor. I think it's okay. It doesn't look that good. Like, it's only £180 4K monitor. I'm gonna press the V key to dodge. Interesting. I can't remember which model it is, but it was a cheapo 4K monitor. I'll just turn down the sound a little bit because the sound's a bit loud. Looks loud on my levels. I'm sorry, but Nintendo has a FIFA port and Mortal Kombat port. Max should have them too. I agree. I think I'm about to level up. Where's my... Ooh, I can... Do people still play Guild Wars 2? Ads popping in live streams is crazy. Yeah. Well, it's the Twitch model, isn't it? If you use Twitch, then it could be similar to that. That's how you make money. Ads. Yeah, it all depends on... a lot of it has nothing to do with me, because the live stream ads are automatically placed. That's not something I can really control. Okay, so basically, this game can run at... let me see what settings we're at. We're using the best appearance preset at 4K at like 60-70 FPS. So I imagine when you get to late game content, it will be different, of course. But
But I'm afraid we were spotted. They come for the wall as we speak.
I'm not sure if this is uglier than WoW. Like, it's certainly darker, and it's like not as polished kind of feel to it. His streams are monetized. If you don't want to see ads, you need to pay for a YouTube Premium. You're right. Or get an ad blocker. We'll probably drop 20 to 30 FPS in a world event in this game. What is this thing? Piqued my interest, whatever this is. Were you playing the Mac native version of X-Plane? Yes, I was playing Mac native X-Plane through Steam. It's the place maybe where its daylight looks better, yeah. Let's try a new character as well. Go to character select. Can I start a new character? Start like a prettier character. Do you have a game on Mac or just test? I do game on Mac sometimes. I play a lot of Balatro. I've completed a few games like the Monkey Island, Return to Monkey Island I did recently. But I don't really game that much, to be honest. The game is to get games to work. That's the ultimate game. Ultimately more interesting than any actual game in themselves.
But we will not surrender.
The most interesting game of all is the tinkering game. A lot of people in like the retro handheld community understand this very well.
We're under attack!
I think maybe here I could just change this to instead of best appearance, we just do auto detect. No, we'll do best performance. So this is on best performance preset. Okay, Guild Wars 2 works. Okay, Guild Wars 2 is good. So I did try to get Cities Skylines working too. So this is a game that has been Super Chat requested, but I can't seem to get it launched for some reason. So I'm just trying to figure out like if anyone else has had experienced this, because I haven't actually tried to launch it for like since July last year. So I tried this earlier, restarted the computer. So unfortunately, I don't think I can get City Skylines to work. I tried to try this earlier, but we're going to do some Last of Us, just a little bit of gameplay of here. So yeah, I'm taking requests. If you super chat me, I'll take your request. So I'm going to do Death Stranding, and I'm not sure what else I'll cover. Is The Last of Us native on Steam for Mac? No, we're running this through Crossover 25. I have a Samsung 990 Pro NVMe SSD, but I really recommend Alexa SSD. It's a great size, amazing money. Yeah, I recently just installed the a 990 Pro SSD in like a Case's Thunderbolt 5 port, so I can confirm they are very fast. So yeah, no progress on Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 yet. Andrew, do you prefer winter or summer? Definitely summer. Summer's better than winter. Warm is better than cold. Just need to update my firmware. Okay, using the DualSense controller. It's the graphics. So we've got, let's do Ultra. What is the rendering resolution? Oh, thank you very much for the super chat. How much is CLP 2500, by the way? £2. Remember being stuttery and weird with input lag or something in my MLR. So let's have Starcraft 2 and M3 Ultra. Okay, yeah. Load laggy map, please. Okay, I'll have a look at that. So we've got Starcraft 2. This is by Marcos Vargas. Okay, it's added to the list. Okay, well, we'll do this one first. I think I've got Starcraft 2 ready. So why is the... setting here the rendered resolution, how do I change that to 4K? Where's the display settings? Okay, here. Oh, it is 4K. But why is VSync off? Frame generation off? Ah, okay, we've got this performance mode. So let's put it to quality, which will render it in 1080p. Apply changes. Let's try this. Let's see if this is good or not. Okay, it's still building shaders, but we can try this. City Skylines 2 should have a native Mac port, just like the first game, but the second game is still Windows only at the moment. It's a real shame. So the shaders are still building, so we'll see how this turns out. 37%. Okay, 30 frames is not quite enough. So let's tweak a bit more. Let's do high. We are running this true translation after all. $40 still isn't enough. Let's put this. It was trying to give me like a game mode balanced. Gifted. It's a bit disappointing to only get 40 FPS. Maybe we'll put it in performance as it suggested, because that's like basically 1080p. Exactly. Are you running all these games at 4K? Yeah, at 4K resolution, yeah, if it can take it. It is an M3 Ultra. So performance mode is basically 1080p. So it's render resolution at 1080p. That's what I wanted to do. Do you think I can do frame gen? This might crash the game. Is frame gen real? Is frame gen worth turning on? So FSR 3.1 super resolution with quality set to, if it's quality mode, then it's I think performance mode is fine. Performance mode and frame gen. I'm surprised this works.
Hey, get him! I'm gonna pay for that!
I'm not sure this is the ideal settings to be playing at. So this is performance mode. It's 4K upscaling, right? And it's performance mode with frame gen turned on.
Here, take care of that wound.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, we had the problem with the audio as well, which was the
Let's search the area.
it doesn't sound right. I fixed this earlier with the MIDI thing. So if we change the sample rate of headphones and I guess the well, let me know in chat. Does the audio sound okay? Because on my normally when I change that, then that feels a bit better. Can crossover run Plutonium, the launcher for old Call of Duty? I think it. I've heard it can run through Parallels, but don't quote me on that. 22 gigs is nothing. Okay, this bad boy's got 96 gigabytes of memory.
Hey, consolidated the crates in the south warehouse. Supplies are locked up.
Good. Let's do another once over and then head out. It's getting close to curfew.
What about Robert? Who's he holding up with tonight? Guy's too paranoid to stay here by himself.
You hear something?
I think it came from over there.
Does the audio sound okay? Does it feel like 80 FPS? It does, yeah. Looking at the screen. The game looks pretty stunning, even upscaled.
I heard something.
How do you reload?
We should have brought more people.
They just slow us down.
Yeah, you're right.
Turned on frame generation. I can turn it off. Let's try it without.
Come on, the docks are this way. Let's do this. There's our boy.
Why does memory keep going up? Because there's a memory leak. It's a bit like this with Uncharted as well. I have Uncharted 4 ready to test out too.
Let's be smart about this. There's a lot of them.
Yeah, well, we lost our contacts in the north, lost our contacts in the south. Left out there to sell us stuff. This is why we're taking shitty protection.
Fucking Robert. Our Robert is different.
If he is, then what?
Look, man. Think of what's
Classic. This guy's brutal, isn't he? If you have 512 gigabytes of RAM, you can play for a long time. Thank you, Apple.
Oh my god. Oh
Sorry, my dude. It's brutal takedown. Can you test FIFA? FIFA doesn't work, I'm afraid. Okay, what else do I have to kill? This is like the beginning area before you leave the city. Where's everyone? Oh, there's a last guy here. Last guy to kill.
That office. Robert must have run in there. Let's go. All right.
Yeah, memory leak is pretty bad. You should have seen it when I was playing Uncharted.
You just want to talk,
On my M3
Robert?
Max, I only had 48 gigabytes of RAM.
Put your gun down.
Go fuck yourself.
He's running.
Hey Andrew,
Robert.
tuning in from Toronto, wondering what the specs of the Ultra. It's all written in the description.
Come on, he ran in here. Joel, this way. Joel, he's right there. Hello, Robert.
Yes, Joe. No hard feelings, right?
None at all.
All right. God damn it!
We missed you.
Look, whatever it is you heard, it ain't true, okay? I just want to
The
say...
guns. You want to tell us where the guns are?
Yeah, sure, but it's complicated. All right. Look, all right, just hear me out on this. I got... Fuck.
This is like a crossover. I mean, this is a game that only just started working through crossover. There's lots of issues that could
Squirming. You were
be
saying?
potentially fixed later.
I sold him.
Excuse me.
I didn't have much of a choice. I owe...
Okay, good. This is working. So I'll just save the game actually, so later I can get into this.
You owed us.
And what I'm going to refund this game. I played it for less than 2 hours, and I might buy it actually because it's so good. Such a good game. Yeah, the memory thing's a big deal. You should see Uncharted working too, because that's but to be fair, that game was still compiling shaders in the background too. Let me just show you. Let me just demonstrate that, because that was still compiling shaders for the game. So it's not 100% true test of what this is capable of. However, I did compile the shaders for Uncharted 4, so I can confirm whether there's a memory leak there as well as the same engine. Because if I come into the game again now, on the bottom right, it should say like what shaders are left. Okay, I think it must have been done then. Let's see if let's see what Uncharted is like, and then we'll do some Starcraft 2. Does Metro Exodus PC update work? Yeah, that's what I tested earlier. So what I'm just going to do is just test Uncharted. So Uncharted 4 recently started working, same engine, same developer, Naughty Dog. Had a memory leak, which when I was testing on M3 Max a few days ago, it's going all the way to like 48 or something gigabytes of RAM. Just launched this. So I did the shader compilation earlier. This should be better. Can I try RPC S3? No, but I might do some shared PS4. That's a possibility. What games have you tested? I mean, most of the games seem to be similar. I mean, the biggest thing with Crossover 25 is the improved compatibility with games that didn't work before. So I'm quite impressed with that. There's been a lot of reports about how DXMT games run better now. So that's DirectX 11 games running through DXMT. Yeah, if I try Dota 2, I'll get more viewers. If you super chat me, and I'll play a Dota 2 match. Or League of Legends. So graphics of the ultra display is 140p. I don't think we need to turn this on because okay, I downloaded a bunch of save games for this. So we'll try a different level. What's a good level? Something outdoorsy. That looks good. The thing I like about Max is you don't get a huge deduction on performance even on battery. Yeah. That's all like low power usage. Less relevant in a Mac studio like this, which sitting on my desk the whole time. Don't care that much about how much power it uses. What game are we talking about? Off topic, can I downgrade apps on iOS, iPadOS? No, but you could sideload old versions of apps using sideloadly or some similar method to that. So this game has a memory leak too. It uses
What are the satellites saying, Victor?
Right now, not a goddamn thing. I've lost the signal.
Hey, you know what never loses signal? Paper.
Someone was saying to me that if it changed the audio to like take the spatial audio off or something, then that helps. Traditional.
All right, this route right here should take us straight to the volcano. Might get a little bumpy though.
Let's get the show on the road.
Looks like June 2016 and Eternal Don't Work on crossover. Yeah, that would have been nice. But there was a new discovery. There was a new discovery that a Vulcan-only
What are we
game.
looking for out here?
A Vulcan-only game. Wolfenstein 2.
The map shows all these structures around the volcano. Some abandoned outposts, a handful of watchtowers.
Watchtowers?
Avery was the most wanted man in the world, so if he was hiding something out here, it makes sense he'd need lookouts.
And one of those towers is right on the volcano.
Okay, so this is Ultra. We could just pump this down a little bit by going down to like FSR quality. That would be good.
This is Avery's treasure.
Fingers crossed.
That's helped a lot. 70 FPS.
See some ruins up ahead.
Wait here, I'll go take a look.
Oh, Victor, you still do a lot of traveling these days?
I try. I tend to pick jobs that get me away from the computer.
Yeah, I was telling Nathan, it's shocking how much of the business has moved to the internet. I mean, I bet you have all sorts of options to get rid of hot cargo now.
Yeah, sure, but I prefer talking to clients face to face. Get a good read on them. Hard to do that in a chat room talking to some guy named Antiquity Master 37.
What's the audio like? Is there an issue? Because from my headphones, there was an issue. Somebody said that if you... Yeah, the memory is... Thanks for joining the stream, Mac Pro Tips.
Yeah, I can see that.
So turning on to spatial, is that working? Yeah, it's working better.
Not much to see here.
It's gorgeous, this game. I've turned spatial audio on, so hopefully that fix things.
Well, nothing worthwhile. Come on, let's keep going.
It's a game that I play all the time when I'm testing. I like playing Ballastro. I've been playing some Black Myth Wukong.
Hey, so with our luck, what are the odds this volcano is going to erupt on us?
0. It's extinct. Trust me, that's the first thing I looked up when we said we were heading for a volcano. That and where to rent the cheapest 4x4.
Wait, Sully, you're telling me that you actually did some research?
Can't let you be the know-it-all every time.
That bridge there is what you would call rickety.
Who made these cairns? Must be a trail marker. Let's keep an eye out for them. This looks promising. Come on, baby. Let's go, 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 go!
The treadmill I'm using is in the description. It's Walking Pad Z1 by the company called Kingsmith.
Okay, kid. Just don't drop us.
You just keep it slow, keep it in the center.
Yeah, there's a lot of backseat driving going on. Ah! We're good. Everything's good.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus. Does the game crash when the memory gets too high? I don't know. It's going to take us ages to get to 96 gigabytes of unified memory. This is the lowest spec you can get for the Max Studio with the M3 Ultra.
Shit.
We're getting nowhere fast.
You need traction here. Nathan, the rocks.
got it. I got it. Slip and slide.
How am I supposed to get this rock bit? I'm going to go around. Thank you.
Okay, go get in the hang.
Thank you, Mac Pro Tips, for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Thanks for always being the first to test new Macs. Best Mac streamer. I'm named Andy in the world. I am the... Apart from you, I'm pretty much... Apart from you, I'm pretty much the only Mac streamer that exists. The only one doing Mac streaming apart from you and me. Let's load up a different chapter. What's a good chapter? Jungle bits. Taking bets which runs first out of RAM or he getting up the hill. That's good if I bought an HP gaming laptop. The gaming laptops, Invictus ones, they look okay. I'm not had too much experience with them. Does Uncharted have a native Mac port? Certainly not. There are no native Mac ports like this. Take on Mac gaming is still rough, but this is the best it's been for a long, long time. Yeah, it's pretty. It's interesting. Okay, it's. I'll give it one thing. It's interesting. I don't think it's like in that healthy a position. There's a lot of renewed interest, especially with these higher end chips, in a way that wasn't there, before the Apple Silicon chip came out. An HP Omen. Okay. I think like, if you buy a $600 laptop with a dedicated GPU, even a really low-end one, you'll have a good gaming experience. You can run most of these games at low resolution, lower game settings, and you'll be fine. This level's loading a bit longer than normal. Fortnite does not run. You can play the mobile version, which I made a video about a few weeks ago, but that's about it. So it depends if you're happy running the side-loaded mobile version and you can only play using controller. I think the ball is still in Apple's court. They need to bring AAA games, get some multiplayer games. They need to bring all their AAA native ports to Apple Arcade.
Clearly a commercial district of some kind.
That would make things a lot better.
Thank you for that, Nathan. Come on. What do you see?
You just want to hear me say it, don't you?
Really want to hear you say it.
All right. Libertalia.
Libertalia! The long-lost legendary pirate utopia discovered after 300 years by one Samuel Drake. And his younger, slightly less charming brother who happened to be tagging along for the ride. You know, I always knew you'd make something of yourself one day.
Cyberpunk will feed families, yeah. Interested if they are serious about this Mac game store. I haven't heard anything concrete about a new game launcher. They really need to do something on that end.
So where you want to start?
How about that building right over there?
Oh, you mean the one with the massive guard tower?
Yeah, I say we go see what it was guarding.
Works for me. This is... I mean, I'm speechless. Holy goddamn shit, Nathan!
That's your idea of speechless?
God, how long do you think it took them to build this place?
Years. Decades, even. How the hell did they keep it a secret all that time?
It's just this place. I mean, even without the treasure, this is quite the find.
Memory leak is bad.
If only Alcazar saw it that way.
You just can't let us enjoy this, can you?
I'm enjoying it. But we have a goal here, remember?
Andy, do your kids game? And if so, what are they into? My son is massively into Brawl Stars, which is a mobile game.
Hey, Sam, check it out.
Multiplayer, like
pirate
2D
code of conduct.
shooter. Deathmatch. Team deathmatch kind of game.
The whole point of this place was not having
Heavily
rules.
monetized.
Even pirate ships had their own
My
rules.
daughter, she's playing Animal Crossing on the DS, on the 3DS. So as much, so I gave her my hacked 3DS from. Well, it's a 2DS that I have, right? The big cheapo, massive blue one. Yeah, so she's playing that, enjoying that a lot because some of her friends play that. So yeah, that's mostly the games. And my son plays a bit of Rome Total War. So Total War Rome 2, which is a bit of a classic. And that's it. It's Brawl Stars mostly. Like literally hundreds of hours of Brawl Stars. And if you ever have kids who are, yeah, it's a Supercell game. Plays on his iPhone. Him and all his friends are on his kind of leaderboard.
Hey, looks like there's a path or something through there.
You can see that this memory leak is getting pretty ridiculous. 43 gigabytes, 44. So we haven't even played through like 2 levels yet. Whoop.
Locked, of course.
Yeah, already up to 44 gigs. Pretty bad. Okay. Uncharted does work, but you don't want to be around all that that memory leak is bad. Okay, so we've got a couple more games to do. So let's get our Blizzard. Let's get Battle.net and let's run some Starcraft 2. We have to run some native games. Okay, so gotta do Death Stranding properly. Andrew says, so there was a tweet by some company that whatever said that RDNA 3 eGPUs are coming to MacBook soon. New ones. I have major doubts. Like, basically, there's no way that there's going to be official support for eGPUs on the Mac. There's just no way it's ever going to happen. Like, why would they sell eGPUs when the Mac Studio has 60 GPU cores? And that's one of the primary reasons why you'd buy a Mac. So there's a Discord for Apple Gaming Wiki, so you can join that if you want. Okay, so instead of trying to download StarCraft again, I should have a copy of all the StarCraft games here. So let's put that. Put that here. I did. So I put my ear up to the Mac Mini and I heard a It was nice to have a main PC and want to go on holiday. Easy to bring GPU and spare PSU. The last thing I want to do when I go on holiday is take an eGPU with me. Who takes an eGPU with them on holiday? Why did that installer not work? Let's try that again. eGPUs are just completely pointless. From a commercial point of view, I mean, if you're going to carry a GPU, you might as well just carry a whole gaming PC with you, because it's not that much difference in size and weight. Plus, you'll need a monitor to output the GPU graphics. Like seriously, if you're going to carry an eGPU with a GPU needs to have a power supply, right? So the power supply is one of the heaviest components. Like, what's the point? There's like been 0 people that I've heard who've used an eGPU who've been happy with it. See mine. I have a feeling SSDs or APUs are the future. I agree. I'm just 2-factor in. Okay, we're going to locate the game that we just put through here. Starcraft 2. Did that copy over yet? Yeah, fully copied over. Okay, got it. So let's play some Starcraft 2. Gonna do a little update, I guess. Okay, if it doesn't like that, then we need to give Battle.net full access. Full disk access. Okay, and if this doesn't work, there's another fix too, I think, which we can apply, which I did last time thanks to the guy called Mystical OS. Okay, so let's see if this works. Can we update it? Doesn't like this. Then if I recall correctly, we had to do something where I think I did something like this. And then got the sharing permissions. Added myself as a user with read and write. Contents as well. We'll try to recursively add permissions for everything. I think that's what we did. I might have to look at my old live stream with Mystical OS when I was trying to download World of Warcraft, and it was giving me massive grief. Like enclosed files. And then the folder itself as well. Games. Give myself the permission again. Apply to enclosed folders. Okay, let's try this one more time. I think this will fix that. weird you'd have to add yourself as everyone. Well, I'm not sure this is what I did. I can't remember what I did. It was when I was doing the M4 tests, and Mystical OS told me what to do, and I've completely forgotten what it is. Yeah, that works. Battle.net. That's what it is. It works. It works. I don't know. Mac gaming's a bit weird. It's like you've got all these little tiny fixes that no one else really knows. I should really put them together in a proper thing. Do you have a day job? This is my day job. Doing this stuff is my day job. As stupid as that sounds, this is my day job. 4K, let's do it. Let's go to medium because I think that this is going to struggle a little bit. Lucky, yeah. I'm very privileged to serve the Mac gaming community on a full-time basis. It's not my only pie. It's not my only source of income, but I consider this my main thing. Like, what's your night job? Oh, it is late at night. It's 10:40, and so I'm with you guys. Okay, let's just see what a let's just load up a map first, and then I'll do a multiplayer 4v4 to make sure this looks okay at medium at 4K, because we've got no upscaling here.
Backwater Station is...
Adjutant.
I'm afraid GTA Online doesn't work.
All right, boys. Let's show the locals they don't need to fear the Dominion.
Yeah, low memory usage, 4K game at medium.
What's the plan? Raiders roll.
Commander, there are tutorial videos awaiting your review.
Sounds like a plan. Keep your intervals wide, your eyes open, and your asses covered. Let's move.
It's 4 AM there. You should go to bed. I'm going to be doing another stream tomorrow.
Sounds like a plan.
Once I've finished editing this video tomorrow.
You can count on me. Time to man up. Raiders roll. You can count on me. Sounds like a plan.
Keep a close watch on your neighbors. Descent will only slow our progress.
Commander, destroying the Dominion holoboards will help incite rebellion against the Dominion.
Time. I'm getting mighty tired of seeing Menk's face. Blasted. You can count on
I'll
me.
test games if
Sounds like a plan.
if you do a super chat, then I'll do it. But other than that, okay, I think this might be okay. So let's try a 4v4 match. I'm terrible at 4v4. This game looks nice, yeah. Well, the old Starcraft was 2D flat. This is 3D, but still on a 2D plane, so it's not... Midnight's coming up here. Yeah, it's 10:42 here. We need to do Death Stranding. It's got to be done. What else we got to do? What other games we've got? Got a few here, like... Yeah, we need to do Death Stranding. Did Power World get any better with the full crossover 25 release? I tested on RC2. It's better on macOS in terms of single player performance. I do have Lies of P. I'm not sure I'm gonna go a 4v4 match. So, can I play against AI? It's 3 versus AI. Maybe I'll do 3v AI. Do the settings on the Mac conflict with the settings of the virtual machine? What virtual machine are you talking about? We're not running any virtual machines here. Am I going to get a match today? Are we going to be able to test this properly? Yeah, Starcraft 2 is native macOS. It runs through Rosetta 2 because it's still an Intel binary. Yeah. Maybe I can play it. Is there such a thing as ranked? Maybe there's more people playing ranked. What's a good test then? Because I can't really test anything. If I can't get a match, then how can I test it? This is what I like to play, 3 versus AI, so don't let the team down. Last time I tested Starcraft 2, which was not that long ago, I was able to custom map. Can I play 4v4 with a custom map? I'm definitely not keeping this Mac. It's way too expensive. I already have an M3 Max, which is going to give me the similar level of test performance. I can create a... Okay, so I can make... So... Can I add a I just want to play a normal game of Starcraft. What? Why can't I just make a game, massive game? I don't understand. You have to select a map that supports 4v4. Oh, okay. I can do that, yeah. So, create a lobby. Sorry, yeah, thank you. This is why I stream, because I don't really know. But there's different maps. Ah, okay, it's a 2-player map. How do I change the map? Oh, it's because I clicked on this. Green Acres, so it's 6 players. Big Game Hunters. So I can create a lobby based on this map called Rooftop Terrace, or maybe... Yeah, this is a Blizzard, an official Blizzard map, eh? So I can enter the lobby. Okay, and then I can add all the AIs. Ah, okay, yeah, I can do that. Let's do it. Wait a sec. I don't want to be... No! Oh, I'm Terran. I don't want to be Terran. I want to be Protoss. Let's make my guys slightly better. Oh, my legs are getting tired after all this walking. Don't forget to play at full speed. How do you play at full speed? What does that even mean? Speed? Oh, on the treadmill. I thought you meant in the game.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals.
Oh yeah, we need to hide back on. Oh yeah, this is not Metal HUD, so I don't have the frame rate counter up. So how do you get the frame rate counter up again? There's like a frame rate thing somewhere, right? I can't remember. Starcraft 2 FPS counter. Control Alt F. Control Alt F. Yeah, here we are. We've got. Let's just see if I can fix this. Let's just get that frame rate counter. Alright, just fixing the ABS thing. Just get my ABS window to display the frame rate a bit better. see. This all makes sense in a minute once I get this done. So. Going better. There we are. Okay, that's temporary anyway. Okay.
There's an enemy Zerg hive cluster around here.
Well, there's some familiar Terran designs.
Would you add Liza P to the queue for us? Okay. Yep. Did you add yourself as a member? Did you join as a member recently? Because if you join as a member, then I'll add you on the list. Liza P by Yup. Okay, can see Liza P. I'm really bad at this game.
You have not enough minerals.
Obviously, the reason I'm going to lose this game is because
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals.
play against a Queen player. I'm not suicidal.
My life for hire. We stand. Your allies are in battle. By your will. For Artanis. Your allies are in battle. My life for hire.
You should open Notepad and make a list of games that you've tested. Yeah, I've got a list on the bottom left of the screen in teeny tiny writing. I'm making a note of everything. I need some dragoons, so I need a cybernetics bay or forge.
My life for hire.
How big a performance gap is there? I don't think it's that big.
My life for hire.
Let me build an expansion.
We are the flame.
Audio has been coming up for a while now. I think it might be good if you restart the stream, just refresh the stream. That
The
might help.
swarm is assaulting here.
Your allies are in battle. You require more Vespine gas. You require more Vespine gas. Command me.
I think my allies are doing very much. So naturally, right, as you the frame rate obviously drops the more units are in the game.
Your allies are in battle.
We're gonna go do a coordinated attack at some point.
We are the blades of iron. You require more Vespine gas.
Are you playing against Zerg or humans? I'm playing against some AI on the server.
Upgrade. My life for hire. Research complete. I meditate justice speak to me. Your allies are in battle. Na Adam Atu. Mineral field depleted.
I claim these minerals.
I'm here in the shadows. Command me.
Just trying to defeat these
I'm ordering an attack here.
Orange Shisa.
We're gonna take that expansion.
Your allies are in battle. Upgrade complete. Your allies.
We are probing the enemy for weakness.
Mineral field depleted. You have not enough mineral. Your allies are in battle.
We must expand.
I'm here in the shadows.
My brood is engaging here. The enemy's base is here.
So stuff's happening here.
Your allies are in battle. I'm here in the We stand. I am the heart of darkness.
The swarm grows.
Your allies are in battle.
Okay, let's do it.
I am here in the shadows. We are one with the shadows.
Oh, so this is the Starcraft 2 back in the day. Have they made a remaster? No, this is just the standard macOS.
The enemy's base.
Your allies are in battle. I am here in the shadows. Let our enemies are in battle. I am here. We are one with the mineral field depleted. We are one with the shadows. Your allies are in battle. Intriguing. Your allies are in battle. Your allies let our enemy know our fury.
I'm assuming WoW runs fine since it makes the Mac and run well on the 4 Max. Yeah, it's gonna be no surprise really. Honestly.
Your allies are in battle. We are one with the shadows. Let our enemy know our
Let's ruffle their feathers a bit.
state thy bidding. Your allies are in battle. Let our enemy know our fury. We are the Your allies are in battle.
I want Apple to release a chip that advertises the game control. I'm not really sure what gaming chip is because, like, basically, if something's good for AI, if something's good for video editing, it's also good for gaming too. Didn't Apple back in the day talk about calling a game console? We kind of do have a game console. It's called the Apple TV, which you could play games on. Of course, as the map goes on and enemies get defeated, the frame rate starts increasing again.
All right, I'm taking an expansion.
My swarm will tear them apart.
Your allies are in battle.
All right, Raiders, hit them here.
Go, my children. Destroy them.
Heading out and playing it cool.
Your allies are in battle.
I am here in the shadows. I am here in the shadows. It shall be as you say. Let our enemy know our fury.
Your allies are in battle.
Let our enemy know our fury.
Your allies are in battle.
Apple doesn't see any profit in gaming, but productivity is always in demand. Apple see massive profit in gaming through iPhone, through the the iPhone dominance. So I think Apple are intimately aware of it. It's just that they don't know how to translate that to the desktop because people need iPhones.
Go, my children. Destroy them.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on a treadmill, man. I've been walking for hours. Okay, Starcraft 2, done. And then we have a request from a member to do Liza P. So let's do it. Okay, so create out a battle on that. Then let's do Liza P for a bit. Get my controller going. Liza P, and then we'll do some. We'll do some. Death Stranding, I think. What other games have we got that? Grid Legends will be quite easy to do too, because that's just got a benchmark tool, which is quite useful. Maybe even Shadow the Tomb Raider, because that's got a good tool I want to use to test out some 1080p benchmarks. Thanks, stream was audio buffering, so I didn't hear before, but thanks again, love this game. It says my Steam is synchronized. I haven't made much progress in this game, so I'm okay. If I don't have my saves, we're going to be fine. We'll be fine. playing games on Mac was decent 15 to 20 years ago, but then everyone stopped releasing games on Mac. Well, we've gone through a kind of, there was like a golden age of like Blizzard games and Valve games as well. And, you know, that's kind of stopped now. But then those games, a lot of those games suddenly became playable again. Diablo 4, Diablo 2 Resurrected through D3D Metal. So that was quite interesting. Okay, oof, I'm getting tired. Walked 7 kilometers. So I did about 7 kilometers earlier this afternoon. I'm doing 7 kilometers again. Oof. I would like to do some like emulation too. Like it would be cool to see. I haven't done some shared PS4 for a while. Healthier me, I should be taking notes. Standing desk treadmill is like game changer, you know? It's such a good idea. I need to turn off this thing where it asks to open save files. Let's try that again. Would it be possible to load up MX Power Gadget? Would be interesting. It with Liza P. What's MX Power Gadget? What is this? It's a menu bar thing, eh? Okay, let's have a look. It's a virus. It lets you get all your credit card info. Andrew, do you have a main personal Mac for gaming and editing? Yeah, I use my M3 Max for gaming and editing mostly. So let's show this compile. Apple can't scam us if we scam ourselves. Okay. What do I have to do here? I've forgotten what I need to do. Do I have to like do something? Don't I have to install a thing? I've completely forgotten what I'm supposed to do with shared PS4. Do I have to seriously do I have to watch one of my tutorial videos? Okay, time to watch my own tutorial video and see what I'm supposed to do. Meant to configure. Sys files. I'm supposed to get some kind of sys file. So I get my sys files and then copy them into application support and sys modules. Okay, so I'm gonna get my sys files. I don't know. What are my sys files? Find them. Where did I put my sys files? Emulation sys files, PS4. So I get these sys files and then put them in application support and shared PS4. System modules, is that right? No, that's it. And then I'm going to install some games. Okay, I'll do shared PS4 slightly later. Let's play some Lies of P. Present Andrew learning from past Andrew, yeah. Okay. Let's try and get this into 4K mode. Okay, let's put the thing on so you guys can see the frame rate. Highest quality, best. Let's just put it onto high. Inverted on. Continue. Have I ever tried Mythic? I did try Mythic, but I'm not really fussed about launching all my games in one place. I don't really care that much about those kinds of projects. Okay, so let's turn off VSync so that we can see the frame rate. Okay, so it's not too bad because we are running Metal FX at, let's put that quality mode. That's 1440p, I think. Graphics quality resets to high, 14, and it's at 4K with unlimited frame rate. Good. So I think there are normally enemies here, right? So I've killed them already, and that's why I'm low health. Andrew, have you done Unleashed Recompiled on this Mac? No, I haven't. I could do it. I'll do Shared PS4. Maybe I'll do Sonic Unleashed. But if you did decide, okay, if you want me to do it, I'll just super chat me and I'll cover it next. Okay, all the baddies are dead. Andrew, you should start wearing a headband during these streams. You'll look much more sporty. I think I should try to look like, you know, that guy. What's that guy called? Roaring Kitty. You know, the guy who did all the GameStop shares and stuff. He had a good outfit. Good outfit and a good sense of humor. So I defeated this boss already. Roaring Kitty, yeah. I should He had a cool sweatband. Where am I supposed to go? This is the problem when you play games and then you don't play them again for about 6 months or 9 months. Because last time I did this was testing the M4. Okay, I've just walked in a huge circle. Am I supposed to go this way? Because isn't this where the train station thing is? If there's an enemy that could just kill me, then I could redo this bit without having to, like, bother with what I'm supposed to do. Oh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, non-Netflix game. That's good news. This game looks really good, like on a Mac. 4K at a Metal Effects quality mode, which is basically 1440p upscaling. It's gorgeous. It feels very responsive too. Dead. So we've got all that, went all that way. Oh, I'm slowing down my walk a bit. Oh my god, I'm getting tired. So you'd love to see it without metal effects. Let's do it. No metal effects. So the wish is my command. Metal effects off. High preset. Still going at 60. Game looks like it's running on 4090. I mean, it looks pretty good. I mean, the rain is very, very good looking. How do I get this guy? This and Death Stranding are the best ports so far. Red Dead Redemption is now playable on M4 Mac Mini with 24 GB of RAM. Oh yeah, that's another game I need to test, is Red Dead Redemption 2. So many games to test. Ow. Go up and around. But okay, this Liza P is good. 4K and high without metal effects is not bad. How do I install and enable that monitoring program? You need to use an app called Stats. If you type in Stats Andrew Tsai onto YouTube, you'll find a tutorial video on how to get it working. Okay, so we've done Liza P. Let's do shared PS4. Can we do shared PS4? Okay, let's So apparently this has like improved a hell of a lot, so I'm really interested to see how this works. Yeah, this is the monitor I've got is a 16:9 4K monitor, so it's going to naturally only work. You want to use an app called Stats. So just type in Stats Andrew Tsai YouTube. There'll be a tutorial on how to do it. Yeah. Just find this video. Stats. I should probably run Red Dead Redemption 2 through crossover. That's another game I should definitely try. Because I don't have that many native games that have tested. Or I could save Red Dead Redemption 2 for the MacBook Air. That'd be quite interesting. See how it runs. To be honest, I might just leave this one because I've got quite a few games done already. I think the one I need is Death Stranding because it's be nice to have it working properly. Yeah, we'll cover this one. Then we will call it a night because my little BB legs are tired. Could I try if UEFN works on crossover 25? What is UEFN? Okay, let's look at game graphic settings. 4K. Default. Metal effects temp quality mode. DualSense controller. Gorgeous. I think metal effects is not really necessary. And metal effects are off. Okay, metal effects off. 4K normal. It's gorgeous. The trailers for Death Stranding 2 look insane. It almost makes me want to play the game, the first game. I think like this is how far I've got so far. So there's like what do I have to do? Do I have to go here? Bring port not. Capital not. Bring port not. Where's port not? This game is like one of the biggest technical achievements that's been achieved so far on the Apple Silicon Mac is the ability to play this game on the iPhone, on the MacBook Air M1, and then scale it really well. I mean, it looks beautiful running at 4K. Let's try and get into my bike. That'd been cool. Go into the motorbike.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure.
Did some research. I'm gonna switch to multiplayer games. Can't sacrifice my sanity anymore. I made a video recently about games which run well through through the Mac, through multiplayer. So hold down and press R to select the charger. What? Select the generator. And collect the PCC. Hold right and then select the PCC. I don't have a PCC. Use L2 and then build a generator. Sandalweed. Okay, I am riding a bike anytime soon. I mean, as I meant single player. Yeah, single player games are the way to go on a Mac, I think. Lucas Fernandez. Hey Andrew, just passing by to wish you good night. Thank you very much for joining the stream today. Death Stranding is a gorgeous game. I'm just not sure how much of a game it is. Like, to look at, it's beautiful and it has like interesting narrative, but the gameplay itself of like moving packages between cities to build a chiral network, I'm just not so sure about it.
Yeah, this is nice.
Okay, Death Stranding, you know. Ah, I've dropped all my crap. Okay, Death Stranding, what? Oh, maybe to just calm down the BB as well. How do I do that? check on the BB. Soothe the BB. I think maybe playing this on a treadmill is making this my shaking it slightly too violent. Oh, it's better now. Okay, good. This game always makes me think of flock of seagulls, and I'm run so far. Child abuse. I think I have to try Red Dead Redemption 2 because it's like the flagship crossover 25 game. Because if we're not testing out Grand Theft Auto 5, then it's got to be Red Dead. Three crossover. Okay. Is the Mac Studio hot at all? Well, you can see here we're running at like 50 degrees, so no, not really. It's doing a good job. Typically no HDR with crossover, at least in my experience, yeah. Other than Wing Commander, Red Dead Redemption 2 is my... Which Wing Commander game? Wing Commander 1? Wing Commander 2? I still love Privateer Wing Commander. That's a good game. Okay, let's just see. Too balanced. Yeah, lots of OpenGL games work through crossover. Basically an ultra, isn't it? God. There are lots of OpenGL games that run through crossover. The only difference between running emulators like PCSX2 or PCS3, better performance, probably. I'm not sure I'm going to test them today. I'm much more likely to test... I've done emulation videos on Ultra chipsets before, and they just perform really badly. So I think people are more interested in like Windows games or native games. When I do my M4 MacBook Air, then I'll definitely cover it then. I do share PS4 then. Are you going to keep this Mac Studio? I'm definitely not. It's £4,200 for this Mac. And no real practical benefit, I'm afraid. Try running Return to Castle Wolfenstein through Parallels. You might find that works better through that. Okay. Oh, it's been a long day. I think I've streamed for nearly 6 hours in total, so I've got pretty much all the footage that I need, I think. So tomorrow I'm going to be editing, and then tomorrow night, M4 MacBook Air, we'll start that process. Probably do it in 2 parts again, because it's a long one. Is it normal that the loading takes a bit longer than running through it in NAS? Okay. This is a bit long, to be honest, but it is the first time I'm loading a level. Oh, I need to take a break from the treadmill. Okay, I've done 8.84 kilometers. According to a treadmill, that's 15,000 steps. Doesn't sound right. That's... Oh, God. Yeah, for Red Dead Redemption 2 with D3D metal, you need like 16 gigabytes plus of RAM. We're using 9 gigabytes at the moment. I think Switch emulation will work pretty well. I mean, it works very well on the M1 MacBook Air already. I mean, this looks really well so far. The main issue is the shadow rendering is a bit off. Other than that, it's a very pretty game. Quick summary, what's the most noticeable improvement? Just faster, but some games running through translation don't work very well, like Hogwarts Legacy and Cyberpunk.
We're gonna starve to death up here, Mr. Morgan. We're okay. We have a few cans of food and a rabbit. For what, 10, 12 people? When I was in the Navy...
I do not wish to hear about what you got up to in the Navy, Mr. Pearson.
We were stranded at sea for 50
It makes sense.
days.
Throw more cores at the wall and see if it sticks. Yeah, it's more powerful.
When we ran away from Blackwater, I wasn't able to get supplies in.
Yeah, shadow rendering's better when not on the Snake, but that's where I am in the game.
Shopping trips need to be cut short. We'll survive. We always
It's mainly the Snake bits. So.
All right. Let's head out.
So let me just check. Is there any kind of upscaling happening here? Everything's in ultra settings. FSR is off, so we don't have FSR on. Let's go to let's run the benchmark. Yeah, I've already done the bow deer thing before and then it crashed at the end. I'm not doing that again. Let's run the benchmark because that gives quite a big variety of locations and also gives us some concrete data about how fast the game is. Is such emulation even still possible? Yeah, there's several forks which are still floating around. The Greem Dev, GREEMDEV, that port's still being updated with some UI and quality of life fixes. I mean, main development of Switch emulation is pretty much dead, but it still exists. You can still, I mean, it was in a very good state even when it stopped being updated. So, you know, and there's even a Ryujinx build which is has Metal Renderer kind of half done on it, which exists. It's floating around. Which M chip do you personally prefer out of all the tests you've done so far? Obviously, the faster the better, but the M3 Ultra, all of the Ultra chips, because of Ultra Fusion, have a few disadvantages, mainly because of the fact that some games through translation layers just don't perform well, like Cyberpunk 2077 and also Hogwarts Legacy, which is much worse than normal. So yeah, the Max chip is my preferred. So I've personally purchased the M1 Max and the M3 Max, and I was very happy with the M4 Max as well. So that's my preferred chip. If that was something that I was going to buy, then yeah, that'll be it. The Max chip. Yeah, then we have this whole hold up scene, thieving scene. And then there's a whole shootout and chase. Carriage chase. So yeah, this is the game Red Dead Redemption 2. I was thinking of getting an M4 Max, but I already have the M3 Max. I don't know if it was worth the upgrade. I mean, personally, I wouldn't upgrade from an M3 Max to an M4 Max. I don't know what the equivalent is from NVIDIA, I'm afraid. I mean, mostly because NVIDIA cards paired with Windows is going to play way more games than a Mac will. It's going to be way more compatible and have way fewer issues. So they're not... I don't like comparing these graphics cards because they're completely different propositions. 71 FPS, not bad. Okay. I think the last thing I want to do is I just want to run the benchmark for Shadow of the Tomb Raider, so I can get some data on that. M2 Max to M4 Max is substantial, but the M3 Max is too close. Yeah, you're right. I think that's the case. So the state of the emulator, the Fox, it's possible to play pretty much all Switch games reasonably well. Yes. They did a really good job with getting like Tears of the Kingdom working. And plenty of new Switch games are working well on the forks that came out. So this game, I have a benchmark, which is basically running this game on 1080p high. So I'll just do that quickly, and then I'll have all the games I want done. Because last time I did an ultra test, I tested 15 games. So I want to get something similarish to that number, so I can cut it together into a video for tomorrow. Even on the MacBook Air, even on the M1 chip, the performance is really good. Looking forward to the M4 Air. Yeah, that will come. I plan to do that tomorrow evening, but it depends how long it's going to take me to do this M3 Ultra video, because there's quite a lot to get through. There's lots of a lot of games to cover, but then also the fact that there's been no M3 Ultra like videos, have there? Any ads? They haven't done much with the Ultra Fusion. You want some B-roll, but they've got nothing in terms of an announcement. You should complete the prologue missions to get into the actual open world. Yeah, you're right. What's your favorite game or any recommendations for games? I really like Balatro. One of my favorite games is Balatro. I like the Total War games. Yeah, they're all good. Upgraded to Crossover 25, and for some reason the games are opening in borderless window instead of full screen. That's a weird one. What I like to do is use an application called SwitchResX, which allows you to set... It could be opening in borderless because the game doesn't recognize the Mac's kind of odd resolution choices. So it's neither 16 by 9 nor 16 by 10. So sometimes using something like SwitchResX and then setting an actual standardized resolution, you can set custom resolutions here, and these cover, if you set it to something standard like 16 by 9, that might work better for you. So Gato Paint, if both 40 cores, one's to stick in my studio and the other one to move around. Okay. So one's a Mac Studio and the other one's a MacBook Pro. That's a good use case, I'd say. One for desktop, one for travel. Why not? If you can afford it. Have I tried Split Fiction? I already tested that out for Crossover 25 video. You can see that. Played it on the M3 Max. It will run fine on this too. I'm just going to run the benchmark in 1080p. Yeah, we'll get some gameplay in 4K as well. It wasn't a problem before. Yeah. Have I tried CS2 yet? I haven't tried Counter-Strike 2. I doubt it's going to help with the stuttering, because the stuttering is more to do with the graphics API translation rather than the actual performance. Have I tried Resident Evil 2? Yes, I played Resident Evil 2 in part 1 of the stream. Okay, I'll put this onto high. It's 1080p. Why did I not get the ATC one? Because the AT core version would come out next week. And I think also by the time that the 80 core version, I can get my hands on it, people will have lost interest in the M3 Ultra. The Max Studio is of a limited window in terms of like what people care about. And that's kind of what I'm trying to make this video for, is but people care about this Max Studio for a very small amount of time. So I did an M2 Ultra like 2 years ago now video, and it did pretty well, about 290,000 views or something like that. But no one ever asked me to test on the Ultra chips. They're always asking me to test on the lower end chips like the MacBook Air. So after I finish the M3 Ultra test, then I'm really going to focus on the M4 MacBook Air. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm just going to hold that. We're nearly done. Okay, we're nearly done with this benchmark. This is the end of it. Then we're going to do a little bit of 4K gameplay. Shadow of the Tomb Raider. This is a relatively old game now. Released back in the Intel Mac days. Do you think the M4 Air will throttle? Yes, I think it will throttle. But I always think the throttling's not that bad. Let's see if I can pump this up to 4K with these graphic settings. So it's GPU bound 51%. Okay, so I can't push the... oh, I can do it. Oh, I can. Yeah, that's it. Okay, I can show you the... that's it. Okay, 4K gameplay at high graphics settings. How am I running this game? It's the Mac port. The macOS port running through Rosetta 2. Uses the Metal Graphics API. It's pretty well optimized, to be honest. Okay, this is going to be the last game that I'm testing today. We'll just do a little bit of the campaign and see how this looks.
What do you think built all this? The bridge is down. Maybe we could lift it with those counterweights.
Maybe. It's too heavy. Give me a hand. Nothing.
Okay. Let's let it go. Slowly.
There might be a release valve on top of the water tower.
How do I let go of this?
There might be a release valve on top of the water tower.
Can't seem to let go of this. I just reload. I'll do the release tower.
What do you think built all this?
It could have been the Inca. They knew a lot about hydraulics. There might be a release valve on top of the water tower. There might be a release valve on top of the water tower.
Maybe we could lift it with those counterweights.
Maybe. There might be a release valve on top of the water tower.
I hope that this structure is here because we're on our way to that village.
Me too. There might be a release valve on top of the water tower.
I bet this water is drinkable. Hey, that did something. I think the water powers the bridge somehow.
If we push the wheel, the counterweight will fill with water. It's too heavy. Give me a hand.
The water's filling the bucket.
Good. Let's see what those counterweights do.
There's no way, like, a bridge like this
The bucket's leaking.
could survive.
We'll try again.
We'll have to push the wheel up again. We'll have to push the wheel up again. We'll have to push the wheel up again. We'll have to push the wheel up again.
How do I get past
We'll
this
have to
stupid
push the wheel
puzzle?
up again.
So if you push the wheel up, then it's just going to be, it's going to fill up again, and then it's going to... That fills up, and then there's a hole or something?
I'm going to have to let it go. Hurry! I can't hold this much longer.
We'll have to push the wheel up again.
How do you get past this puzzle? With the...
We'll have to push the wheel up again.
Let's see if I can... So I've got a save game from 2023. I can't believe that. So old. I think it's the same bit, but like right beforehand.
We can get through here. Give me a hand.
You have to go underneath by the water and shoot the arrow. Okay. Are you going to keep the M4 air, or will you return it after your tests? I mean, I might return it, and then I might buy a new one when I go to Taiwan, because it's cheaper there. Like, substantially
It must be
cheaper.
Kwakyaku. We have to get down there.
You sure this is a path?
Come on, stay close to me.
This is definitely not a path. Oh. Oh, my God.
Almost there.
Almost there. Heard that before. Oh, gotcha. You right?
I'm okay. Just a couple more steps.
Okay. Okay.
You're all right.
I'm okay. I'm okay. What do you think built all this?
It could have been the Inca. They knew a lot about hydraulics.
Okay, I'll finish this puzzle now. So I have to go underneath. I have to do this first.
Maybe.
No matter what type of Mac, we always come back to Tomb Raider. Well, Tomb Raider's had some really good ports. This is like 6 years old now, though.
Me too.
Hey, that did something. I think the water powers the bridge somehow.
Whoop.
This water is drinkable.
You want to try it?
I think I'll stick to the bottles you found in the cargo from the plane. You know, if I had known how much time I'd spend on this, I'd have paid more attention in Boy Scouts.
Wasn't your thing?
Well, my family situation meant we didn't get to do a lot of stuff like that.
So I push the thing and I come down here.
If we push the wheel, the counterweight will fill with water.
What about you?
It's too heavy. Give me a hand.
Tomb Raider is amazing to look at. But, you know,
The water's filling the bucket.
Good.
compared to
Let's see what
Uncharted,
those counterweights do. Ugh, bucket's leaking.
I have to do something with the bucket. I have to shoot the bucket.
Can't hold it much longer. I'm going to have to let it go. Hurry! I can't hold this much longer.
Yeah, the Linux port. If I remember trying to play this on Steam Deck, right? And the Linux port was terrible. And then you have to force download the Windows version and run it through Proton, and it just works way, way, way better. Okay, guys, I'm too frustrated to play this. Okay, so we have a bunch of games all recorded now. So thankfully, that's all gone quite smoothly. And what I'm going to do is cut together this video tomorrow. And then if all goes to plan, then tomorrow evening, I'm going to do another live stream for the MacBook Air M4. So, but that really depends on whether I get this video edited tomorrow. So anyway, thank you very much for joining the stream today. I'll be probably streaming tomorrow, but will have published my M3 Ultra video by then. And thanks to everyone who's super chatted so far. I haven't been able to get GTA 5 Enhanced working, so I tried it earlier in part 1 of the stream. If anyone is able to figure it out, then please let me know. I would really like to know how to get that to work. It just gets stuck in this loop about how it's taking a long time to verify, so I don't really know why that's happening. Okay, but yeah, I'm happy this has gone well. Thank you for joining the stream today. Thank you for all the super chats. If you have any requests, then make a comment first, and I'll get it all ready before we get started. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, good night, guys. Bye-bye.